What's good everyone, it's your boy Maker coming to you with a brand new video, and in today's video we are maybe ending the endless countdown about xDEFIANT, and we are going to jump straight into it. But before, I just want to clarify something. I think I'm not the only one creator that made like a lot of mistakes concerning the release date. So we all tried to get it, I wanted to be the one that was saying, yeah, I was right, I predicted, but unfortunately it didn't happen. So let's try to have a little sum up of what happened this last month. xDEFIANT, what a game! About the playtest, the beta, everything. We have a beta during this last summer. We had two beta, I think, two playtests, and we expected the game to release in end September, and unfortunately it didn't happen because Sony or Xbox was not very happy with something, and they met many major issues, and unfortunately they couldn't release it yet. Mark Robin actually did a great job about talking to us every time, trying to be very transparent with us and not just dropping a random trailer just like Activision does, with some clear explanation, because not everyone is understanding the programmation and development game language, which is very good coming from him, because most of the time companies does not like to communicate with the players, and he made a great idea. It was a great idea for him to actually do this. So it has been relatively quiet on the news from xDEFIANT in the last few weeks. I think you guys know this. The in-development shooter from Ubisoft has been plagued with issues over the last few months, and it has been pushed back numerous times by the team, which is fucking sad. Despite transparency from the developer, this is exactly what I said. Yeah, I read it, I made my own script and I'm reading it to you. Has been pushed back numerous times by the team. Despite transparency from the developer, faith in xDEFIANT has been shaken, and players are worried that when it does release, it won't be any position to challenge the established paradigm. But honestly, this is what people think. People think that xDEFIANT is dead, xDEFIANT will never make it, xDEFIANT is doo-doo water, the hype is gone, but it's not. Soon as you believe and you love a game, there is no reason for not to believe the hype. I mean, okay, we're all playing COD, but honestly we are tired of COD on a lot of stuff, but xDEFIANT is actually going to change a lot of things in the FPS universe, and especially with what they bring to the table, and what faith in xDEFIANT has been shaken and worried that when it does release, it won't be in the play. In a recent earnings calls, Ubisoft offered the first news on the xDEFIANT release data that we had in weeks. In the call, it was stressed that as part of Ubisoft's Q4 roadmap, xDEFIANT says Season 0 will be land before March 31 first, sorry. That means that the game will launch globally across all platforms, and players will finally get hands on the finished project. Since the early beta phases took place this year, players have been excited about the fast-paced, high-octane shooter, but worries have surfaced following a string of issues that prevented the game from making it to the market. And this is going to be interesting. This is where I would love it. This is where we feel the hype. This is where we feel the energy, because this game is different. This game has something that other FPS does not have. In terms of movement, in weapons, in gunfights, in everything, it brings something new to the table. The only thing that I was not very happy with the game is the optimization. The latest playtest was a total catastrophe. But when you are running a playtest, people are misunderstanding the difference between a beta and a playtest. A beta is the early version of the game with some bugs and issues to deal with. A playtest is like you are giving someone a prototype, but the prototype is not even like 30% done, which means you can encounter a lot of things. So I would like to have your opinion. What do you think about dropping a playtest every time? Would you have it playing a beta, or would you have it playing a playtest? Because this is two different entities. It's not concrete confirmation of a release date, but it's a window that has been confirmed by Ubisoft directly, and that's better than nothing. There are still high expectations for xDEFIANT, which has been subject to a huge polishing window following a series of issues in the game's development, from problems with the game's netcode to rejection from Xbox and PlayStation. That's crazy. xDEFIANT have suffered immeasurably in recent months. It was supposed to have been released back in the summer of 2023, this is what I said to you, but a few postponements laid those dates to rest. Fans became understandably irritated as this seemingly cursed project became plagued with issues. There were visions of this being another Skull and Bones, a Ubisoft title that was delayed 7 times over a series of years. But in my opinion, Skull and Bones is doo-doo water. However, the latest news suggests that xDEFIANT could be released and made available within the next 5 or 6 weeks! And that's huge! It's not expected that xDEFIANT would change the top tier titles such as Call of Duty, but it should fit nicely in the mid-table regions alongside the likes of the finals, and this is where I totally disagree. The finals have like 3 game modes, 3 different type of characters. This is a total different type of first-person shooting game. It's not the same thing. You can compare in terms of content, in terms of weapons, to COD. About the movement, the content in the game, how they will work, how they will produce content in it. But Finals is a total different entity. It's innovative enough and boasts fast-paced gunplay, this is what I said, but it's unlikely it's unseat the best games in the genre. As a free-to-play shooter, xDEFIANT will likely hit a high player count when it releases simply because it's so accessible. That's a good question. I'm pretty sure the success of xDEFIANT will be straight at the beginning, no doubt. But I have this question, except for hardcore players that are going to love the game. Will you be playing xDEFIANT in a way like every day? Are you going to solo queuing in a ranked or in multiplayer by yourself like you are doing in your other favorite FPS games? Will you do it? Because I will. There is no doubt about this. I just wanted chitty chat about this. xDEFIANT is coming and the content on this channel xDEFIANT is going to come as well. So thank you for watching this video. I love you guys. Stay strong, keep it up with me, and get ready because new content is going to come. I'm doing my best and I'm improving, and I'm counting on you to support me, and I'm counting on myself to entertain you. Love you guys.